This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, a good Erev Yom Tov, everyone. Bruchim Habayim. It's a short day, so just to share with you two brief thoughts on the Yom Tov of Sukkot. Maybe just two things we haven't discussed in the past. The psukim in Parashas Emor that discuss the mitzvah of Sukkot have somewhat of a contradiction, because first it says Sukkot teishvu shivas yamim. In Sukkot you should sit for 7 days, and then it says Kol ha'ezrach b'Yisrael yeshvu b'Sukkot. Any ezrach, he should dwell in Sukkot indefinitely. So it's somewhat of a contradiction. Should you sit in the Sukkot for 7 days, or should you just park yourself in the Sukkah and stay there? So Rabbi Yonasan Eibeshutz in Drush Vav for the Seretz Yimei Tshuva, he says as follows. He says that the Torah is advising us, here we are, we're at the end of the days of Tshuva. We've had a long process of Tshuva. We had a whole month of Elul. We had 2 days of Yom Adin Rosh Hashanah. We had Aseres Yimei Tshuva. We had a Yom Kippur culminating in Ne'ilah. We had 4 days in between each day. By the way, interestingly, I recently spoke out that the Lashon of the Bir Hagran Shulchan Aruch implies that the 4 days in between Yom Kippur and Sukkot each have a koyach of kapara. However, the Chassam Sofer writes in his drashos that Yom Kippur itself is a tzoyma rabbah, a great fast day, because its powers of kapara extend until Sukkot. We've had a long period of tshuva, and now our Torah is advising us, we accept upon ourselves to go into Galus. And what is the objective of that? We leave our home. We have very nice homes, and sometimes because of that, we get very comfortable ba'olam hazeh. So we leave the comforts of the home, of the four walls, and we leave the home, and the point being that we should recognize that our existence is transient. As Chazal say, it's Seimi diras keva v'sheva diras arai, to show that we are gerim in this world. The Shla HaKadosh says that the gadlus of Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov were that they had a very real and meaningful recognition of the transience of this world. That we're gerim in this world. And Yameinu Kitzel Oiver. And we have to prepare ourselves for our eternal existence. And therefore the Torah advises us to sit in Sukkot for 7 days, especially during this time. Because now we're still under the Midas Hadin, until Shmini Atzeres. We're still under the microscope of Din. The judgment is not finalized. So therefore the Torah is advising us, as part of our tshuva process, to recognize the transience of this world, and we go out of our home and we sit in the sukkah for 7 days. We eat, we drink, we sleep, and we treat this world as transient. So Basukos Teishu Shivas Yomim, that's everybody has to do. That's unconditional. However, the Torah further advises us, Aval Kol HaEzrach B'Yisrael, Tzadikim. Tzadikim are called Ezrachim, like Avram Avinu is called Ezrach. Avram Esan HaEzrachi. Tzadikim need to live in Sukkot their whole life. That's an attitude we have to carry with us our whole life. Maybe after when Sukkot is over, we move back into our homes, but to recognize the transience of this world, that is an attitude we have to carry with us the whole year. So, Basukos Teishvu Shivas Yamim, you sit in the Sukkah for 7 days. However, after that, Kol ha'ezrach b'Yisrael yeshvu b'Sukkos. The tzaddikim stay in Sukkos the entire year. That's the attitude we have to carry with us throughout the year. Okay, that's one thought for Sukkos.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.